I haven't cut it very well, but beautiful pastry, still warm on top. Looking forward to this. What's up, beautiful people? It is late morning here in Talisay, near Tagaytay here in Batangas. If you haven't seen yesterday's vlog, I explained how I've arrived and I found out that I probably can't hire a scooter. This morning I've been trying my best, asking loads of people if there's anywhere that I can rent a scooter or a motorbike, but it just isn't going to be possible around here, which means that the only way really for me to get around sort of efficiently is going to be to hire a trike. So it's not my favoured way of going around, and I kind of really wanted to actually drive a motorbike or a scooter on these lovely mountainous roads, but that's just not going to be possible. So I'm going to see if I can negotiate a good price for a trike for the rest of the day and at least see some of the local attractions here around Tagaytay. Hello sir, tricycle for today. I made a new friend, Rudy, in the driver. He's just here. And we've just stopped briefly on the side of the road here. I was here this time last year and actually climbed Taal volcano, which is just over here.
Okay, 1, 2,
Yeah. You guys look great. Now you've just got to drive it around.
Yeah.
Is this yours?
Oh no! Oh, so I'm in it for the day, but yeah, super cool. There's worse ways to travel, right? Traveling in style. This is one of the best trikes I've ever been in.
Exactly.
That was nice. Just met some other people touring around the area. A guy that's just come back from being overseas for 5 years. Now I can show you sort of where I'm staying and the area that I'm in. I'm staying just down here on this lakeside, and in the middle, just over here, Taal volcano, the smallest active volcano in the world. It's kind of crazy because it's got an island in the lake that's in the volcano, on an island in a lake, on an island. It's like volcano island-ception. Even though we were only here for a day last year, it's nice to be back somewhere that feels a little bit familiar and seeing it all again. And now it's time to get back on the winding road up to the city of Tagaytay. Freshly baked Buco Pie. Last time I was in this area with Sharon, we didn't get Buco Pie and everyone in the comments said we should have tried it. So I looked online and checked with Rudy, and Rudy said this was a good place to come and try it. So I'm gonna see if I can get one to try now. There we go. The most delicious Buco Pie in town. That is what I'm after. How big is this is the Buco Pie?
Yes.
Oh, it's very big. Very big. How much is it? For
$2.30.
$2.30. This one.
It's creamy.
Thank you so much. Just one will be enough. Salamat po. So just through here, you can see in from the shop or from the street, there's the area where they make all of the tarts and the pies and the bakers making them. But now it's time to try. Rudy, you've got to come and try it with me. So this is the famous Buco Pie. It is really quite large and it cost me 230 pesos, which is more than I was expecting to pay. You could get a little tart, but the lady who works here said this was a lot nicer, so I decided to get this, and I haven't eaten yet today, so... Oh, it's still warm as well, and it smells super delicious. That smell of pastry, a little bit of like coconutty goodness coming through. Look at that. You can see it's like really nice pastry, and then inside just so much buco meat. Oh, It's so dense. I haven't cut it very well, but beautiful pastry, still warm on top. Looking forward to this. Oh my goodness, so good. I was a little bit worried when I cut into it and saw just how much coconut meat was in it, because, well, I'm not actually the biggest fan of coconut meat. I love the coconut water and drinking straight from it, but the meat I'm normally a bit like, take it or leave it. But this, creamy, delicious, like it's a heavy pie, but it just tastes so good. And I've just seen on the box here for the pie, it says the only ingredients are buco, or coconut, flour, milk, butter, sugar, and salt. No artificial flavors, no artificial colors.
What do you think?
I mean, I really enjoyed the taste, but now it's time for you to have some. You wouldn't have some before. Rudy was saying that because he'd already had lunch, he couldn't have any, but I said that there's always room for dessert, so we gotta get you a little slice. And there's plenty more. Look, we've got a whole pie to get through if you want any. How is it? Is it a good buco pie? Oh, good. Is it one of the best in the city?
Yes, maybe.
Oh, yes. That is the seal of approval then, so I'm glad we came here, and the fact it's fresh and warm, so good. Bye, salamat po. Where to next?
People's Park.
People's Park. Meant to be a nice place to visit here in Tagaytay, so let's go. So Rudy said he wanted to stay down here with the tripe, but I'm just gonna head up into a place called People's Park in the Sky. Just one, please. Salamat po. I believe this is meant to be the highest point in the region, so it should have a good view over the city, over the lake, over the volcano. So I'm looking forward to it. I'm choosing not to look in this direction because of the clouds. I'm just gonna look over here where it looks nice and blue.
Jasmine, dali, kuha. 1, 2, 3, go. Thank you very much.
That's all right. Salamat po. Walang anuman.
Speak Tagalog.
Oh, konti. Bye. I swear, knowing that one, if you know one phrase, knowing it's nice to meet you is just one of the best ones to know in any language. And although now it's called the People's Park in the Sky, obviously because of where it is, it did used to be known as the Palace in the Sky. And that's because a dictator decades ago, Ferdinand Marcos, he was building this, I think for himself, but also because Ronald Reagan was going to come. But when Ronald Reagan cancelled his visit back in the 80s, they stopped building this palace completely. And so you can see that there's like some columns here that aren't finished. It's not really too grand of a place in terms of the buildings, but its location is still pretty incredible. As you can see, it has been raining, and I just about managed to get the drone down in time. Didn't get as many shots as I'd have liked, didn't really get much visibility on them, but you get a bit of a sense of where we are. And I was actually just stood up over here on this little shrine area before. Now I'm stood on the actual palace area. And dinner is served. I couldn't leave Batangas without trying this right here. This is another specialty. I've had the Buco Pie earlier today, but now I'm gonna have the bulalo, which is a special like beef soup that's made here. It's made from a shank and bone marrow. It's cooked until like the fat and the collagen all like breaks down and melts into the soup, so it's a very, almost like a clear broth that you get. It's meant to be super flavoursome, one of the most hearty flavours you can get here in Batangas, so I'm really looking forward to trying it. Oh! It's really good. Like super, super hearty flavours. Really, really quite beefy, as you'd expect, but you can see, like you can literally see all of the fat that's melted in, which is of course what gives it the flavour. This beef literally just falls apart as you take it off. I can't remember the last time I've actually eaten beef, so and it's just got that beautiful texture that you get when you slow cook it. Oh, it's so good. This is, like, it's not hard to see why this is a Filipino favourite. That meat is just so good. Honestly, I think this is one of my favourite Filipino dishes that I've had so far. Meaty, it's salty, it's full of flavour. And I really nearly didn't get this because I was feeling super tired. Nearly just stayed back in my room and ate Buco Pie for a third meal in a row today, but boy am I glad that I didn't do that. So they heard about how much I was raving about the bulalo, and then they decided that they would just bring me some more food out. So I've got some sisig being brought out to me here. This is so good. Thank you. Salamat po. If you've watched these videos for a little while, you've probably seen me get sisig a few times. Basically what it is it's often pork, but sometimes different meat. And then it's got an egg that comes partially cooked on top. And it's got some like other little bits of veggies and things in there, but it comes on a sizzling plate. And then as it comes, you just mix it all up. The egg cooks while it's on the sizzling plate. And then you might have just seen me, I normally squeeze some calamansi on it as well. One of my go-to dishes here in the Philippines. Always good, always tasty. Salamat po! Bye! Bye! Well, that was really nice. Sora, bulalo, and sizzling house. Super nice people. A very, very good day for food, if not so much for sightseeing. It was definitely good for my taste buds. I've probably put on a few pounds as well because most of the Buco Pie is gone. Two dinners just there, but a very, very good day for food. Anyway, I'm gonna finish this one up here. Thank you so much for watching. Big love. That feels good around here.